Morning Sunshines, hope you're all enjoying the DLC. It looks like some people aren't. As it turns out, there's a lot of new glitches that they added. If you guys did not notice, and if you're already fairly aware with a lot of the issues that were already existing in the base game, it definitely looks like the DLC for the Teal mask is a step up in another direction of just not being able to have time to complete the game properly, not being able to just do it, make it properly, even with what they have, with the skill sets that they have or that are available to Pokemon or Game Freak. They just have been messing it up. The Teal mask is even lower in quality, in essence, than the base game. So there's a lot of glitches, a lot of problems, and it looks like the Pokemon Company is also acknowledging that. Some of the cute glitches are like this. It's kind of funny. It's just a texture misread, a big error or whatever. And as you can see, Ogerpon gets his textures pasted onto this Pokemon, and you can see it's the case for two different masks. So Striker thinks it's maybe a texture swap with like the different masks of Ogerpon, but you can see it happening here, and that's obviously not what it's supposed to look like. It's kind of a big one. It looks great though. It'd be kind of cool if you could do that on purpose. However, it's just a glitch that I've seen in this case. Now this is only a small little thing, but there are some glitches that make the game rather unplayable. Looking at this glitch here, this one is a real pain, right? So if you guys are going around the wild area in the DLC and you're trying to shiny hunt, you're not able to sometimes because, as it explains on the screen, it's just like your Pokemon that you release for auto battling will just freeze in place, and they won't even move until you get far enough away from them where they point that they despawn, and it will stay like that. And a lot of people have had this issue, so you cannot use Pokemon for auto battles to get rid of Pokemon that are out in the wild to help you shiny hunt or anything like that. It's just annoying. It's just like something that just stops a major feature in the game while you're in the wild from functioning entirely. So there you go. I mean, apparently this was in the base game as well. However, it's just being more noticed this time around with people posting it more with the DLC. Some people may have thought it came out the DLC. Some people say it was in the base game. Personally, I never found it in the base game, so I don't know if that was the case, but it's definitely here in the DLC because multiple people are reporting it now. Another cute glitch is with the raids, and in this one, you can see someone using their Gardevoir shiny against the Iron Hands. And as you can see with their moveset, they have the Iron Hands moveset. Which again, another unplayable bug. Like if you're going in with your Gardevoir and then it gets a whole moveset changed up, you're not going to be able to use that Gardevoir effectively at all. It's just going to mess up the raid, of course. Now if this is going to happen more commonly, that's going to be a big problem for a lot of people trying to do hard raids. Fortunately, this doesn't seem to have been the case during the Mewtwo raids when people would have needed to have their actual own moveset. However, I can't believe I'm even saying that. It's like, do you even have to have a check for having your own moveset? You know, there's a chance you'll go into the raid and you just might not have the moves you expected to have. Well, there you go. Drain Punch. Gardevoir used Drain Punch. Well done. So the Pokemon Company has announced they're going to release a new patch to fix the glitches that were added in the DLC patch, which is the update 2.0.1. So that's fun. I mean, as you guys can see what the trend is here, every time they release an update, it doesn't get fixed, and there's other issues that are added in sometimes. And it's just a loop-de-loop, right? It's just kind of a cycle of doom for Game Freak right now. Clearly, from the get-go, they do not have the ability to handle this kind of a game yet. Whether it be time frame that they don't have, they're just pushed to release too fast because Pokemon needs to make that monies, or if they just don't have the skill set, or they just don't have enough people. We don't know. It could be any one of those factors or any combination of those factors. It could be all of them. So that's still a reality. It's still what's happening with Pokemon. But in the middle of October, they're going to be releasing this new patch. So they're going to be working on it until then, bit by bit. And the new patch is intended to address some of these issues, some of them. It also does mention some of them if you translate it into English, actually. This is another glitch. It's actually a kind of an interesting and a useful glitch, perhaps. If you've beaten 300 trainers in the base game and the DLC combined, you will actually be able to go up against new trainers, which are most likely in that case added in the DLC for you. And once you go far enough away from them, they completely reset and you can fight them again and do the same thing over and over again and fight them again and again. Now that might be a way to farm the rewards, if any of the rewards are actually worthwhile farming. So that is just really handy, actually. I mean, if you already have beaten 300 trainers. It seems like it's just a memory issue in the game, and it is only able to record you having played against 300 trainers. And these are NPC trainers I'm talking about, not more than that. So if you did beat more than that, you're just going to get those other trainers reset. So every time you visit them again, after going far enough away from them, you're going to be able to battle them again and again. It's so cool. Then there are other cases which it seems to explain you're not able to get some of the rewards. So I don't know if any of the rewards are worthwhile, honestly, but either way, it says you just won't be able to get some of them, which is obviously, that would be a big pain. That would be the opposite to useful in that case. Now, here's a big one that has implications for the old giveaways that I've done in the past, and some other you guys just bringing over your Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home. You guys have probably seen a new error, which is 10015 or something like that. And that has something to do with a couple of different issues regarding the home tracker. However, in the latest update, that made a big issue for Pokemon Go Pokemon not being able to go into Pokemon Home if you brought them into your game, because maybe they wouldn't have a proper tracker or something like that. There's been some issues, but they seem to acknowledge that there are some issues from Pokemon Go, Pokemon here, and Pokemon Home that they want to try and fix. So we'll see if they actually did. I thought they did that on purpose, to be honest, to block some Pokemon, and doesn't look like it. Maybe it's just another accident, So they're maybe, you know, every time they say they're going to fix something, it's always a big maybe, and they're going to try and maybe fix it again in the future in October with this new patch. As always, it's entirely important to be aware that a lot of these patches do not fix intended issues. Sometimes they add to the intended issues that they intended to fix, actually. So honestly, that's just the state of the game right now, so you're just gonna have to make do. So when in the middle of October comes around, which is still a while away, we're gonna get this patch and we're gonna see. I'll let you guys know what's going on. I'll let you know what the patch notes are when the time is up and when it's out, and I'll let you know what hasn't been fixed in case, if that is indeed the case, or if there's any new cool glitches that are worth talking about. But either way, in this video we talked about some of the big ones. Enjoy. If you can make any benefit out of it until then, enjoy the trainer repeat one, perhaps. We'll see. Either way, thanks for watching, as always, and I'll see you around the next. Have a good one. Bye.